Okay, my name is Ratibu Jacocks, and I am interviewing Joseph Williams. Today is Tuesday, November the 18th, 2014. And Joseph Williams, how do you spell your name?
Josephwilliams.
Where were you born?
Camden, New Jersey.
Okay, and what were your mother and father's name?
Terry Williams and Richard Monk.
Okay. Joseph, you recently won an office. Tell us what office you were elected to on November the 4th.
The San Bernardino Community College Board of Trustees.
Okay, and were you appointed before you were elected, and how did that work?
Yes, I was appointed in 2013 to fill a vacancy that was left by James Ramos when he became county supervisor. And there was an interview process.
And you can look at me and don't worry about the camera.
12 of us interviewed, and I was selected out of the 12 to serve on the board. I was the former student trustee, so I had previous experience on being on the board, and I was a student of both campuses.
And how many you were competing against at that time?
12.
12. And you were the one that was chosen.
Yes.
When did you decide to run for the office?
In 2006 was the first time that.
And when were you appointed?
2013.
So tell me about the 2006.
So in 2006, I was elected by the students. Really, 2005, I was elected by the students to serve as the student trustee. And I got interested in being a full board member when I was a student trustee. And at that time, I decided that I wanted to be on the board. And another vacancy came up. Mary Simpson had, she resigned or retired, and I interviewed for the position at that time. And I wasn't successful. I wasn't selected for the board. And but I still wanted to be on the board, and was going to run that following year. I think it was the 07 or 08 term. I thought about running, and decided not to for whatever reason. And then when the opportunity came up again for the interview, I put my name in the hat, was successful, and then spent about 14 months just campaigning and getting myself prepared for November 4th, 2014, and we pulled it out. We got over 5,000 votes, and it was a major undertaking for me, being my first time running for a public office.
So that was when. The question I want to ask now is why? What motivated you to run?
I feel like my ideas are just as good as anybody else's, and that in order for them to be implemented, you have to have resources. And I'm very interested in education. I run an education-based organization. So it furthers the work that I do in my daily activities. My goal ultimately is to create a comprehensive youth development system in San Bernardino County. Being on the board allows me to push for those kind of things. You know, I get a chance to push for stronger student support services. I'm working to expand middle college, which allows students to have more support services, and they can get their associates and a high school diploma at the same time. So the board gives me the influence, so when I speak about something, there's somebody on the other end that will help me implement it. So that's the motivation to be in that policy seat. I won't just be talking. Things start to move when you get to serve in certain positions, or when you have access to resources. So that's my motivation to be a part of that system.
So how do you feel though once you got in the race? The campaign is going on, a sign, people are calling, you're doing this, everything is going on in the campaign mode now. How did you feel when that was going on?
It was exciting. It was overwhelming. It was an incredible learning experience, frustrating at times, and at most it was empowering, because every day, you know, the further we got, the more and more we believed that we could win. And, you know, knocking on doors, talking to people. Most people were very encouraging, and
They were.
They were encouraging and excited to see their representative come knock on their door. The frustration came in that I didn't realize how many people didn't know who I was, or how many people didn't even know what the heck it was that I was talking about. Because you think everybody knows you. People look at it and I'm like, wow, these people don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. And so, I think that was probably the frustrating part of just being able to convey the story and the message about what we do and how it relates to the average person. And then when you have someone on the other side trying to do the same thing and their message is completely different, that brings in a whole different level. So, but it was an incredible learning experience.
So you were feeling all those things
all at the same time,
every day, all day.
It was like menudo every day, every day.
So there's a quote, and I don't remember. I think Mandela, but they said the most trying, difficult times is when leaders are born out of that. And so in your life now, not the campaign, in your life, what was the most trying, most difficult experience that you had? And then how did it shape you?
Probably leaving heaven and coming to earth. Like, why, Lord? Why? That was probably the most difficult, but since I don't remember it, most recently leaving my job, I was working with the county of San Bernardino, and I left the county to start a youth action project, and that probably, in my remembrance, is probably the most trying experience that I can remember, because you have a stable, the check come every 2 weeks. I show up and I know what I'm supposed to do, and then to be starting this new venture, completely unknown environment, didn't know what was going to happen, and so now I look back 10 years later, we're still going. So I think that was the biggest struggle that I can remember, just not being able to predict what was going to happen.
So then that shaped you into what? Because out of those experiences, then Mandela said leaders are born and success is experienced. So what happened based on that for you?
I understand the process now. Like sometimes you just have to go through it. Like at the last Sunday school, it's like you're going through the water, and and at some point in time you learn how to swim.
Right.
And so you just realize that the waves and all of that kind of stuff that comes, that's part of the process, and you have to go through it. And you can't let it shake you or cause you to drown. So now, I get excited about learning, because every time I go through a challenge, I learn something new. And, the thing that I'm trying to learn now is just how to add it to me and keep it with me versus being stressed out about whatever the circumstance is. And then I think that's what real leadership is, when you go through situations and you add to yourself and you share your learning experiences with other people. And that's what I got out of this campaign. This time it didn't shake me, because I knew that, okay, these challenges are tests, and some of them are the past, and some of them is just like whatever, and just keep pushing. So yeah.
Well, here's the 2-point question. I'll ask you the first part first. What would you want people to know about you 4 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now, 5 generations from now? I know there are different things.
Yeah. I mean, just in all of those, that I'm a resource. I'm here to bring things together. I'm here to bring people together. And what I want people to know or have known about me is that I was a resource that could be used to make things happen.
So you want people to say that you were a resource, and they will be able to say it 4 years from now,
100 years from now,
5 generations, and what else?
And that I was able to get things done, help complete things, and get things done. Practical things that you can see and put your hands on. That's what I would like to have.
do you think, now this is different,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think people will say?
In 100 years?
Yeah, same thing, 4 years is good.
People
That's
are gonna say,
different.
they're gonna say, I can't use them, but no. They're gonna say that Joseph Williams was a resource and he got things done. That's what they're gonna say.
The same thing
They're gonna
you
say the same thing I'm saying.
Well, that's in my opinion, that's the way to look at this. Now, what advice do you have for people who are coming behind you? What will you say to them?
Don't never be scared. Don't be afraid. Have a vision for yourself, and have a vision for others in the community, and just push. Do what you're called to do. I think that's the biggest thing is like, sometimes we hold ourselves back because we don't know what people want to think, or we don't want to say nothing. People might laugh. Do what you're called to do, and
Well, how would you motivate me to do that if I felt that people will laugh? Or I didn't write my book for a long time because I thought I couldn't write, and people had told me, man, you can't write, but they meant I couldn't spell. So how would you motivate someone to do it when they think they're like that?
Yeah, I think that's another challenge, motivating people. I think the best way that I can motivate somebody is through my actions. Like, you can just watch what I do. Like, I can't talk you into doing it, because if you don't want to do it, then not that I don't want to talk to you, but I really, I don't know what to tell you. The only thing I can say is look at my actions, because there's no different than me and anybody else. I mean, when I left high school, I had straight Fs, so I'm no smarter than anybody. When I went into community college, I had to learn how to read. When I went to the University of Redlands, I still consider myself to be illiterate. I did not learn how to read. And when I say read, I mean read with understanding and be able to, know what it is that you're reading. I was illiterate when I went, so I'm no smarter than anybody, but, I don't give up, and I'm not afraid to work. I'm not afraid to ask people for help. Like, I wouldn't be here without all of the help that I've received, and so I get a lot of credit, but, people help me do everything that I would like to do, and then things get accomplished because I'm not afraid to go help somebody else. So I guess to answer that question is just, I would maybe say, like, if you want to hang out with me for the day and kind of see, and if that helps you, cool. That's what I would, how I would try to help motivate a person.
Well, what do you see then for your future? Where are you 4 years from now, and 100 years from now, and 5,000 years from now? Where are you?
5,000 years from now, I'm sitting somewhere with the Lord, like, well, let's go back over 1988. That's where I'm at. I got conversations with the Lord. I'm gonna write a book about that.
Well, they'll see you in books.
Yeah.
They will see your movies. They will have shows out of you. They'll make statues out of you. You don't know. It ain't only the Lord.
Yeah.
We are down here too.
I know, but
I know that part with the Lord. Let's skip him. I'm talking about right here on the 4 years from now, 150 years from now. And you may not have thought about this, but this is a heavy question. How will people see you, and how will you see yourself? How do you see yourself in that time frame? Not how do people see you, as much as how you see yourself. And I want you to think about that too. Because most people don't think of history, that how powerful they are in history.
Yeah.
And how history is really being shaped by them right now.
Yeah.
And so then,
the best way that I can answer it is I'm the man that I was created to be, and that's a daily work. Trying to be, because if you can imagine all of the things that we can do, and if you can realize all of the things that you can do, then I think that will be ideal for me. I'm the man that I was created to be. In 5,000 years, 100 years, tomorrow, I think that would be the best. That's where I would want to see myself.
All right, well, what else, in closing, what do you have to say to me or say to the people about your campaign, your future goals politically or business-wise or whatever.
I mean, first, I appreciate y'all for doing this process and recording. I think archiving our history is important so that we don't forget, and so that we don't repeat the past. Politically, you know, I just want to be the best trustee that I can be over the resources that we have right now. You know, I want to expand middle college throughout our county. You know, I want to make our colleges truly 2-year colleges where people graduate in 2 years. That's what I want to see happen. I really want to see us be 2-year colleges. And in closing, you know, I appreciate all of the support that I've received from the people, because again, without all of my mentors and, you know, all of the folks just blessing me and encouraging me and supporting me and teaching me, you know, I'll be standing on some street corner somewhere, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I'm appreciative of it, I'm humbled by it, and I'm thankful. And so I ask that folks just continue to hold me accountable, continue to encourage me, to teach me, push me, ask me questions. You know, I'm the representative for this area, so you know, don't treat me different. You know, folks starting to act a little different already now. You know, somebody say, "Here come His Holiness." I'm like, "No, please don't do that." You know, I'm not interested in that. And so, in order to be effective, I have to be able to stay connected to people, and people have to be able to talk to me and help me figure out the way, because I don't have all of the answers.
Yeah, I want to find, I have written down some people that I want to ask you, did you know? And one was John Woods. You don't know John Woods. He was on the school board in San Bernardino. Did you know Hattie Brown, Sr.?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
And do you know George Shelton?
No.
Lois Carson. So those are some names. I don't have the complete list in front of me now, but I wanted you to ask, what other elected officials do you know? John Hobbs, Norris Gregory?
Those are names that I've heard, but I've never personally met them.
Okay. I want you to study them.
Okay.
I want you to know about them. I want you to tell their story. This is what Amina and I want you to do. Tell those stories along with your story. And then people will see history continuing and not giving up or starting. You know, because sometimes young people say, well, we started. And old people say, we did it. And none of it is true. We're all making it, you know, for the future, but all of us had a part. So if you could study those, and I'll get the list for you, and just look them up. That's one of the things we're doing, too. Okay, again, thank you so much, and I appreciate your time.
Cool.
And we'll see how this looks 1,000 years from now.
Cool.